You didn't have to make a final drawing. You could make one fragment of a stage of something with imminence coming into being. What I was trying to show in this film of the split between the artist as a viewer and as a maker, the fact that we occupy both of those subjectivities, was saying this is something which is very obvious in the studio. You make your drawing and you're very close to it, so you can't really have a good view, and then you step back to look at it and you see all the things that are wrong. And you make a mental note to say, all right, when I come back to the drawing, I must remember to shorten it or move this part down or make that darker, and then you step back. I proceed from an impulse, from an image that's in my head, from something, a phrase, a central idea, and start drawing. And it's very slow, the animation. It takes several weeks, say, to do a minute. And then I've got a minute of film, I'll look at that and think, well, what happens if we put this scene first and this scene second, or the other way around, or a third thing in between? What does it seem to suggest as a trajectory? And sometimes while drawing this scene, I think, oh, there's another scene inside it that could be drawn, and that gets. And so it's through a process of accretion, of adding and discovering while it's being made, that the film finds both its structure and its subject. But it's more about showing the process of thinking that I'm interested. The way that one constructs a film out of these fragments which one reinterprets retrospectively and changes the time of, is my sense of how we make sense of the world. And so the animated films can be a demonstration of how we make sense of the world, rather than an instruction about what the world means. But if you think for one instant, one understands that is the way we have to go through the world. There's no other way of going through the world. We don't have complete information. We can't take it in. We take in a fragment, a headline, a memory of a part of a dream, a phone conversation. And through this, we construct what feels to us and to others as a coherent being. When one understands this self, in fact, is a completely provisional, fragile construction of a walking collage of thoughts and ideas and thinking. So I think that's the way in which the space of the studio becomes a demonstration of things much larger than the studio, and much larger than the particular drawing. Charcoal is very fortuitous material to be working with for animation because its tonal range kind of is very good for photographic film, but also because of the speed of its transformability. It's very easy to erase. So you can kind of change it as quickly as you can think. And I suppose it became a way of thinking rather than a physical medium for me.